Hello. Sorry this took so long. If you've been waiting for this to come live, I think it's user error. I'm looking a hot mess tonight, but that's going to be okay. I'm going to try to fix it with some Beauty Bakery flour. Hello. That's probably my husband getting online to make fun of me, but life. So, if you're coming over from Instagram, you know that I posted this photo of my dad today. And the reason why is because tomorrow would have been my dad's 71st birthday. Unfortunately, he died in 2014. I know it's a little grim right now to talk about, or morbid. And for me, it was a shock, and I think it was a shock because he was like feeling better, but not feeling better. Yeah. And, it really, I hate to say that, but the first parent that goes, it's always incredibly hard. And it's a little easier the second time around, a little, but not much. Anyway, so tomorrow's his birthday, and originally I was going to just talk about grief, sadness, and celebrations, but there's just so much going on right now on Twitter, on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook. Like, Facebook is evil in a drain. TikTok has like half of it is inspirational and fun, and then the other half is lots of fighting. We've gone from thinking thinking these police officers are hot and them gaining humanization to all cops are bad, which majority of them are. Don't get me wrong. Just not all, because I know a couple that are really trying to change the system. Trying to put some kind of bronzer on, even though where's my bronzer? And cute baby crying in the background. It's just one of those days where I came on here, this is real life for me. I'm wearing a Mickey Mouse shirt to make my kid not cry. And I'm wearing pajama pants because it's 8 and I'm an old lady now. At the ripe old age of 33, I go to bed. Well, I go to bed. I don't fall asleep until later, but I go to bed quite early. And, but let's get into a recap of last week. Last week we started homeschooling. JB did really well with homeschooling, and we had our first field trip. We went to Kennedy Space Center as a family, first time to do something during the Rona, where it's not like a dealership or the beach. And James did really pretty well. He has a tic. I don't know if it's not like a tic, like officially, but when he gets anxious, I do the same thing. We like to touch our face. And so it was really hard to, like, if he was getting anxious, to redirect, because we needed him not to touch his face. So there was that, which made sometimes awkward, not to, like, wanted to get his attention, but not fuel negative tension. That was hard. And then on Saturday, we got my husband's truck back. It was in the shop for over a week. And then yesterday, while we were driving, it was doing the same thing it did a week ago. So it's back in the shop. Well, it's a case of the Mondays. I also have this photo. I memed my child today because he was having a day. I will show you it without the words on it. It's real funny. But yeah, we were having it was a hard day. And he was having a sad day too. I don't know if he was bouncing off my energy. But I wrote this nice post about my dad. But I cried the entire time I was writing it, so much so that I couldn't breathe. When you cry because of grief and sadness and you just can't breathe and you're not hyper. I was all panting like a dog. I don't know. That's not the right thing. Hyperventilating. That's not right either. But I was crying hard and my 9-year-old was deeply concerned. And I had to explain to him that I'm okay. I'm just having an emotional moment. And I think that's really important to explain to your kids that you are allowed to cry. You are allowed to grieve. There's not a given time where you need to stop grieving. We went to Vero this weekend as well. And I filmed some of it. I'm going to film tomorrow the rest of the video. But I'm going more into overcoming the sadness and feelings. Some people would be finally, because it's been 6 years since I walked into Bobby's, which is a restaurant in Vero. This necklace is from a jeweler that's across the street from Bobby's. And sorry. And I think we got dog tails. Anyway, so I had to overcome a lot of emotions because Vero was also a place where a lot of bad things happen for me, but it was also a place for a lot of good things. And I know that as a mom, I want to make sure that my kids know their grandparents, and so they need to know the places. And so, we went to Vero and we didn't do a lot because I didn't have any shorts. So I had to wear jeans and it was 91 degrees. And 91 degrees is the temperature, but the real temperature was 110. It was hot. So I don't know if I really want to talk about grief and sadness. I was thinking in the shower today, I'm when did I become so serious? My friends know me as goofy and spunky and weird. I'm a weird girl. And somewhere along the line, I got really serious on YouTube, and I don't want to be that girl. I want to be the weirdo that I used to be. So yeah, there's. What else happened last week? Homeschooling started. We went to Kennedy Space Center. Today was a major S show. In the middle of homeschooling today, we had to take my husband's car, I call it the Exploder, rightfully so, to Ford. And it took an hour and a half before they told my husband that they're going to keep it. An hour and a half. And so we were waiting there for an hour and a half, and I got antsy and downloaded some games and purchased them because they're usually I do the free ones, but not today. And I was sitting there laying heads up with my son in the front seat in the parking lot, just trying to keep the peace. And then we had to come back and go right back into homeschooling. So today has been long. And I'm not the type of girl that will sit there and have a glass of wine. My friends can do that, but alcoholism runs in my family and addiction runs in my family. And I could really eat some bad food right now. I'm not going to. So what I do? I knew my husband was on his way home today, and my two sons were watching cartoons, and I went to work out. And 10 seconds into my 30-minute workout, I stepped on one of those little star things. The little box, and you put the shapes inside. I stepped on one of those. I thought I had cleared everything, but I missed two things. A school bus, little puzzle piece, and that darn star. And I about fell through the window behind me. If I would have fully lost my balance, I either would have hit my head on the windowsill or I would have gone through the window. Mondays, Yikes. I don't hear the baby anymore and the husband. So I'm guessing they went either to the kitchen or they're in the baby's room. So the goal of this week is for me to get through it without numbing my pain with alcohol, because I don't really want to do that. It's without eating my feelings, and it's with showing my kids it's okay to cry. So that's my goal for this week. It kind of started on August 1st. That was my mom's birthday. And then August 21st or 20th? August 20th was my grandfather's birthday. And then tomorrow is my dad's birthday. And in the middle of that is the anniversary of one of my friends dying. So I think we talked about that already. In August is just really hard. And I'm trying to really not break down, because I don't want to be known as the girl that cries on YouTube. That's not me. I'm one of those people that I will hold it together until I'm by myself. I cannot cry in front of people. I want to be able to. I want to be able to show emotion like that, but I always feel like I have to be strong, and I wonder if that has to do with a whole bunch of toxic BS I dealt with as a kid. Probably. That was a weird What was that? So our goal this week is to really survive emotionally. But I'm also dealing with just like the guilt of being a mom, and also feeling I have to reserve myself online. And people are like, you being reserved on Facebook? No, I'm not. I'm fully done with a lot of people in my family / in-laws, because the minute they said in a derogatory or racially slur, I was done. The minute they said something making fun of other people by downgrading their mental capacity, I was done. And I'm just over it. I'm over so much of the hate. And it's funny because it's not funny. It's just crazy to me because they call themselves Christians, but they are the most hateful, opinionated group I've ever met. And I'm like, I don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't understand. I don't understand. We're going to survive this week. We are going to survive 2020. Right? Right. Let's go. Let's talk about celebrations, or celebrating those that have passed on. We're going to talk about it. I don't want to, but I made it so that I can talk about it, so I'm going to talk about it. It is very important if your children have lost their grandparents, for you to celebrate them, for you not to tiptoe around the whole situation. Like, I don't want to throw out the way my mom died, because one, it's triggersome to my niece who found her, but two, it's bad. But I need to say, like, my mom died in an accidental death way, and it could have probably been prevented, but it wasn't. And we have to talk about these things, and they're hard to talk about. But I finally can get my 9-year-old to say Nana in the house, so we're getting there. Or Nana out loud, because saying Nana would cause him to just like internally combust pretty much. And I told him, I was like, we have to celebrate her, because if there wasn't a Nana, there wouldn't be a mommy, and I'm awesome. And if there wasn't a mommy, there wouldn't be a JB, and you're awesome. And I think he's finally getting it because I hear him talking to his little brother about Nana, and that warms my heart. Mostly because other than pictures, Killian will never know or be held or be loved on by my parents. But he will know that they would have moved the moon and stars for him. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it, y'all. Not gonna do it. Okay. Might cry. So we celebrated my mom's birthday a little early, and we went to the beach and just took it in. And tomorrow I think I'm gonna have steak and potatoes and green beans in honor of my dad with A1 sauce. That sounds really good right now. I gotta order that for tomorrow though. And I can't have Reese's, but I know my husband's probably gonna have a peanut butter cup for my dad. And just be able to tell stories to the boys about funny situations with my dad, not so funny situations with my dad, and just keeping them alive in stories, that's important. My baby is crying. He is very tired. And I want to go, but at the same time, I want to stay on. Maybe I'm hiding a little bit. It's been a rough day. My husband went to work, and I had to deal with the 9-year-old and the 1-year-old and the 1-year-old crying, and it's just been a long day. So I feel like I'm really lame right now. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. I haven't purchased any makeup in over a couple weeks, and I feel like I need to. But at the same time, I don't feel like I need to because I just got brushes. And I know that's a random thought, probably because you're in the makeup area right now. And it is messy. Real life, it's crazy messy in here. I've got boxes where I had stuff come in, and my computer, what am I talking about? My tripod and everything is just all over the place. And I think that has a lot to do with my mental capacity right now. A lot of staying in the house. I've gone to Home Goods once. I haven't gone to Hobby Lobby. I need to though, because I need to finish. Hello, second person that got on. Hi. I need to go to Hobby Lobby, and I need to get a couple prints framed. Actually, I'll show you. Hello, husband.
What are we having for dinner?
I can make mom filet sandwiches.
You're online.
I am online.
How are you gonna make that?
That's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
Grab an egg. Speaking of prints, this is one of the prints. It just came in for my son's room. Surfboards. And I've got to finish his room. It's got to get done. And I'm so sorry about my husband. He's grumpy, and he's dealing with the kids right now. Sorry, not sorry, husband. Just kidding. I am sorry. I'm probably going to have to go deal with that. And I don't know why he didn't feed the baby. Why did he wait till he cried? I don't understand men. I don't understand them. Why you wait until the baby's crying? Why not feed the baby beforehand? Ooh, I caught it. That would never happen in real life. This is real life. What am I talking about? Okay, so what else do I need? Ooh, honey child. So I haven't set a goal for this week. I'm going to finish 2 chapters in the book that I'm reading. 2 chapters. I'm going to get through 2 chapters. But, I mean, I have a pretty busy life this week. I've got to film tomorrow, take photos tomorrow. I've got to work on a new business that I just started tomorrow. I'm also getting everything that I need to photograph onto my Poshmark, and I will leave that info on my Wednesday video so that if anybody wants to check out my Poshmark and buy some of my old clothes, they're in pretty good condition. I'll leave that in my video. Anyways, I probably gotta go because 1, I'm getting lightheaded, and 2, I probably need to go save my husband. So thank you for watching. Y'all have a good night, and I will see you guys next week at 8. Okay. Bye.